Welcome to Names Etched in Stone. We are going to visit the grave and pay our respects to the first victim of the mass shooting at the post office here in Edmond, August 20th, 1986. This gentleman was one of the supervisors that reprimanded Henry Sherrill the day before he went on the rampage. Richard C.Esser Jr., as you can see. He passed on August 20th, 1986, the date of the shooting in Edmond. As I said, he was the first victim that Henry Sherrill, if I'm saying his name right, sought out. He was one of the supervisors one of the two supervisors that reprimanded him about his attitude at work, and the other supervisor, I don't know his name, overslept and was an hour late to work, according to information on the internet. Don't know how accurate that is, but nevertheless, he was late to work, and by the time he got there, the shooting had already taken place and was over. But this is one of the 4 victims that are buried close to Oklahoma City, around this area, and we're going to try to visit as many of the victims' graves as we can, pay our respects. I do believe this is his wife who passed away recently. But as you can see, husband, father, he was taken from his family, sadly, needlessly. Very sad. Okay, we're at Rose Hill Burial Park. I was driving around. I mean, this place is huge. I did not expect it to be this huge. Like, it is big. And so I'm driving around just like thinking, man, I am not going to find the grave of Patty Jean husband. But I was driving, and lo and behold, I looked to my left. This is one of the 14 victims. As you can see, August 20th, 1986. Henry Sherrill came to work around 7 o'clock that morning and barricaded the doors so nobody could escape. And very sad situation. And I was going to visit 2 more graves today, but running out of time. It's getting close to 5 o'clock here in the city, and everybody knows that's when rush hour begins. And so I thought I'd take my chances at this cemetery, and man, I cannot believe, I mean, just look how massive this cemetery is. And they got a big they've got a big mausoleum there in the entrance, but I just cannot believe I was able to find her grave. Yeah, there's four of the victims are buried around the Oklahoma City area. I wasn't able to find another grave that I was going to pay my respects to, but the GPS just led me in circles, so I gave up. Anyway, so we were able to pay respects to two graves today. Patty Jean Husband. Unfortunately, her life was cut short. All right, this is the post office where the tragedy happened. That is the memorial they built for the 14 victims. And here's the post office right there. That's where Patrick Sherrill killed 14 people. Okay, this is Watonga Iouf Cemetery. Looks like I have my work cut out for me. It does not say on Find a Grave what lot he's in, so we're going to have to do some searching. Sorry for the wind. I cannot believe this. I just got here and I just started looking around, and he is buried right here. I drove right by his grave. I cannot believe this. Well, that's the wind's up today, so I apologize about that. But this is the man that's responsible for the post office tragedy. He's the one that keyed the phrase, or is responsible for keying the phrase "going postal." Patrick Henry Sherrill. He killed 14 people in his rampage, and injured 6, or 6 were injured during the rampage. But yeah, that's his grave right there. It's so weird. I heard about the rampage, about the shooting, all of my life, because I was like 8 years old when this happened in '86, and I did not know that it happened in Edmond till years later. Because there was a lot of notoriety behind the shooting, the post office rampage. Wow, it's so crazy to be standing here right now at the grave of the man responsible for all of it. I just don't understand why someone would do that over stress at their job. I mean, you can always get another job, or just taking people from their families and all of that. Didn't have to be this way. Wow, that's so crazy. I just came in. Over there is the entrance came down that road, had no idea where his grave was. Was kind of overwhelmed, to tell you the truth. Didn't know how I was going to find this guy's grave. But then I hung a left down here, and I just happened to, it's just right by the road. As you can see, here's the road, and his grave was right there. I could not believe it. I just looked down. I knew he had a flat stone. I looked down and I saw Sherrill, and I was like, or however you say his name. Yeah, it's just wild how I found it. Yeah, it's not very far from the entrance. Alright, thank you guys for watching Names Etched in Stone. Please like and subscribe if you can hear me over the wind. Alright guys, I'm out.